rest of the story.
Shit.
What?
At that point in time, she was stepping up.
Oh yeah, just to let you know, we have a beehive right behind you.
Hey yo, Miggy, what's up?
We just had to record, so like now that we're all like.
So you guys never been on a podcast like this before?
No.
What was like some of the things you guys expected when you guys were coming through? If you didn't expect anything.
I won't say anything.
We were expecting live questions, stuff like
Live
that.
questions? Yeah.
Like questions about like.
I thought Oprah was gonna be here.
For real? Damn. I mean, I'm not Oprah, but hopefully we'll get there someday. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Miggy Talkz. I'm your host with the most, Miggy. And to my right, I don't even know, I completely forgot what all you guys' names was. So if we could go around from one to one, just everybody introduce themselves.
You should guess our names.
Okay, so I know you're Maddie. I think you're Ezekiel.
Yeah.
You're like Crash or something. And then I know somebody tried to tell me her name, but she just laughed too hard that I couldn't understand what it was.
What do you think her name is?
She looks like a Jessica.
Oh my god, you said that before. It's Layla.
Is Layla?
And then I'm Crash.
I'm Crash.
And
I'm Ezekiel.
And you Jay?
And I'm Gabby.
Gabby, got you. All right, so just like real quick, like how does everybody know each other? Like how did this whole friendship just start?
I knew Layla in middle school. We had PE together, and she used to like take the paddles and swipe everyone's butt. So I just
Take the paddles? What kind of paddles?
Yeah, like the tennis paddles.
Oh, she just go to everybody and just smack them on the
and then she would
ass?
hit the shit out of the tennis ball and go over the court into the street. And our coach got mad because we lost all the tennis balls.
Oh my god. And what high school is this? You guys all went to Milliken.
We went to Mayfair.
Why I keep thinking I know.
And then Crash, I started playing softball with her.
Yeah.
And Gabby, softball.
Yeah, she was on our team.
I knew her.
We were all.
Oh yeah, they went to school together.
Yeah, and then we were all on the same softball team.
At one point we all were on the same softball team.
Then they left.
Yeah.
And then we've known each other since like what? First?
Like second grade.
And then we
grade.
met them in like middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, on Halloween specifically.
So are you
Yeah.
guys still playing softball, or is that kind of just a thing of the past?
Well, they play softball. I don't play softball anymore.
Another one?
No.
All right, and you guys all graduated already, right? Or are you still in your senior year?
No, we're seniors. They're sophomores.
Sophomores? Oh, damn. Okay. Damn, I feel that. So, like, what were some, like, highlights of you guys' softball's career when you were playing? Like, is there anything crazy that happened?
Season being over.
The season.
Yeah. Okay. Well, backstory. They go to like a D1 high school for like softball, so like they're really good.
What high school is that?
LaSalle.
LaSalle? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good.
But their coach is like. I'm pretty sure their coach called her back.
Yeah, one time the coach. The coach called me.
That's kind of fucked up, I'm not gonna lie.
He called all the girls fat.
He tells all the
Yeah,
girls
but,
that
like,
we're
who
out of
says
shape
that?
and like
Okay, well, some coaches are supposed to
we're
tell you
fat.
but like, be like, you're out of shape and you're fat. Like, okay.
Damn.
Telling you to get the ball like a taco.
Is that like a way of motivation, or is he just being an asshole?
He's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not motivating.
No, it's
I got you.
I'm crying after.
Do you guys plan on playing like college softball afterwards, or is it just a high school thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What
our
are some of
goal.
your dream schools?
Anywhere that extends.
Anywhere that I can go to school.
Okay, I feel that. Now I'm in kind of the same boat because I play baseball, but I go to a junior college in Northern California, and it's just kind of wherever I can get a spot to play, just show off my skills because obviously going pro is the big dream, but. How has like coronavirus just impacted you guys' sport game? Like for me, as soon as coronavirus hit, I was still able to come home and I was like, I was hitting tee balls into this little net and stuff, and I was still on my grind and doing sprints. But eventually I kind of just got away from the whole practicing thing, and now I just go to the gym just because it's more like it fits in my schedule. Like what were some of like the biggest impacts on you guys? It could be sports or anything like that coronavirus kind of just impacted you.
Yeah.
Socially, just put everything on hold.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people were talking.
We don't
A lot of people cut
see
off.
anyone else anymore.
Yeah, just not being able to like hang out with the people that you're with every day.
I got
Yeah,
you.
because you got like those school friends that you can see
Right.
outside of school, and they're like the funniest people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna ask them to hang out outside of school.
Yeah.
But, like, they're just funny. I don't want to talk to them.
It's like
like
the
you're
people
cool,
in school.
like you're cool, but you're not close enough to hang out.
I got you.
Yeah.
Damn. So, you guys, did that impact you guys, like, psychologically anyway? Like, did you feel like,
Well, I started working, so like I was still like talking to everyone still. So I don't think I really got.
it hasn't really impacted you? And did you have a job before coronavirus, or
I
that just
started
happened
in
after?
like May.
Okay, and it was at Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Yes, sir. Walmart bag.
How about you guys? How about all you other guys? Did you guys get jobs after coronavirus hit, or you guys just
None of us work.
Nah, you guys are all just chilling.
I'm too young to get a job.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was trying to
My
get
fault.
him a job as a cart pusher at Walmart.
Yeah.
But I just never did. So.
Do it, bro. I mean, we need more people like that because everybody
Yeah.
hates that job. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, how has Walmart been? Like on a personal note, because I haven't been there in 2 weeks. Yeah.
It's just like
Wait,
It was
before
a
you
good
even answer
first
that question,
job.
can you explain to me about what happened? Was that a human shit or was it
No.
that a dog shit that was
Oh, yeah.
massive in the
Aisle-
store?
in the infant area, I'm pretty sure it's aisle F16.
Aisle F16?
I don't know. The biggest pile of dog shit I've ever seen in my life. And I was just like doing go backs, you know, putting everything back on the shelf.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my god.
and this lady's like, I'm sorry to like bother you, but there's like poop on the ground. I was like, what? And then I walk over and nobody's around it. Everyone's
Yeah.
walking. The people that walk by act like it's normal,
Yeah.
and it's literally this big, and it drags on to the rest of the infant area.
So it wasn't just a pile, it was like a whole ass trail.
No, it was like this big pile, and then somebody must have either stepped or rolled their cart through it, and it was rolling through. And I'm like, okay, well, so I have to go tell somebody.
Yeah.
I tell Savannah, one of our like,
She's not even a team leader
yeah,
anymore.
but like
She's
she,
just like
at
up
that
there.
point in time, she was stepping up.
Oh yeah, just to let you know, we have a beehive right behind you.
Yo, Drew,
But it's
the
cool.
best.
The bees, they're nice.
He's a bee whisperer.
Oh,
Yo,
That's
yo.
right.
It's on your
Bee
lap.
whisperer.
It's on your lap.
Who?
No.
Maddie, it's on your lap. It's on your lap.
It's cool.
Where?
Oh my what?
Your lap. Lift your phone up.
Sitting.
I don't want to lift my phone up.
Alright, my bad.
What if I get stung in the crotch? Okay. Alright guys, I've been stung by a bee before.
Alright, we're
That's
good,
a
we're
story.
good.
I was in 3rd grade, and I was wearing my cute little flats, my black flats to school. They're my favorite shoes. And it was like during spring, so there's a bunch of flowers. And I kicked a ball, like a soccer ball that I used to play with, and my shoe fell off. Like it flew into the air. I remember seeing it fly into the air. And then what happened? Oh, my best friend at the time, she went running to my shoe, so I start chasing her.
Yeah.
And I'm barefoot, like I have no sock on, like my stinky ass. I literally didn't wear like socks at.
You didn't wear socks while you were playing soccer.
You're a freak.
I was at school.
You're
I was
gross
wearing
for that.
flats. No
Okay.
You
more
should
socks
probably
or something.
stay, bro.
Okay.
Okay, my mom still gets mad at me because I walk places barefoot. But anyways, I went running after my shoe, and my friend Taylor, she runs after it too. So I'm running barefoot on the grass, and I step on a bee. And I was so dramatic in elementary school. I start crying, and I go to the teacher that was like supervising recess.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got stung by a bee. She's like, oh, you're fine. Like, walk to the office. And
Just
I
put
was
some
like,
ice on it.
I was like, my foot is swollen. You want me to walk to the office? And yeah, then I was fine. But
Damn. Has
Wow.
anybody else been stung by a bee?
Nah.
Nah. Yeah.
Not just you.
I got stung by a wasp on my belly button.
oh my God.
How does that happen? For real?
I don't know, but I was swimming. I was swimming.
She was swimming.
I was swimming and I see it flying around me. I'm like freaking out. I was like 5 or 6 years old. So I jump in the
Yeah.
pool and I come back up and I have my stomach is just.
Whenever I was
Okay.
swimming and there was a bee around, I would literally drown myself. I would throw myself underwater until like it was like okay to go out.
Damn. But at least like, you know, you're not allergic to any bees or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that would suck.
Like that's cool. Are there any allergies you guys have that like you have to face with every day? Like no
Oh, I'm
peanut
allergic
butter?
to cats, and Maddie has
I have
cats.
two
Really?
cats and she has to take allergy medicine.
Yeah,
Really like Benadryl or what do you take
just the stuff from Costco.
from
The-
Costco?
Probably the allergy tech.
my EpiPen. You're EpiPen. I'm allergic to bees.
I got you.
Allergic to bees.
Yeah. Layla is not allergic to anything.
Layla's not human,
Nah.
actually.
No, she's not.
Okay, when I die,
I think her blood's the cure of coronavirus.
It could be. It could be. Damn. Speaking of coronavirus, you guys know of anybody that's like gotten affected by it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a couple months ago.
You had it a couple months
For
ago.
like 2 weeks and then it just went away.
Yeah.
I kept my immune system strong. I kept running.
You kept running,
Yeah.
or like
supposed to
actually
stay
running
home,
after or during you had it?
No, when I had it, I literally just kept running, like kept working out, and
Yeah.
then I kept my immune system strong and it just wore off.
So were you asymptomatic, or did you
I
have
think so.
symptoms?
No, I didn't have any symptoms. I had like a light cough, and then that went away within a week.
Damn. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember when the coronavirus like first started out, like you didn't know anybody that had it. Fast forward maybe like what 6-7 months. Now you know at least 2 or 3 people that have had it.
Right.
It's insane.
I think I'm
And
the only person of everybody here that hasn't had it.
I haven't had it.
No.
you guys haven't had it.
It's
I
yeah.
think I had it like twice.
Yeah, that's why we're saying Layla's like immune to it now. She's had it like
At
she
least
said, like
3 times.
2 times. I was
twice.
like,
Really?
Yeah, but when you guys had it, I didn't catch it from you.
Yeah.
When?
she just didn't have it. Like
Never,
she was
and I
literally
was
around
literally
us.
right
Oh,
next
I thought
to
you
her,
said you
yeah.
had it.
We
Breathing
literally
the
slept
same
in her
air.
bed when she tested negative like twice.
Damn. What the heck? And you guys didn't have any symptoms either? Or did you kind of feel like queasy? Did you
It just
lose
felt
your
like a
taste of
cold.
taste? Huh?
I
Like a
did.
cold.
Just a
Couldn't
cold?
taste anything.
The first time, yeah, I couldn't taste anything.
I got you.
That was weird.
I
So-
still can't taste anything.
So it seems like you guys are all pretty like a really tight unit. Like you guys are all homies with each other. So what's kind of like, I guess you could say an average day when all you guys get together? Like what's something that happens?
Well, we're together every day, so
Every
Well,
single
us
Like,
four, every now
what's
and then, like-
average? Okay, maybe what's above average? Like what are some of the craziest experiences you guys have
Almost
seen
off-
or done
calling
together?
us.
No, one
anything
time.
like that.
Okay,
Oh, here's a good
this is
story.
a good story.
wait, which
They already
one?
know what story they're gonna tell. They already know what they're gonna talk
See,
about.
that's a good thing. I can tell you guys are all best friends because you
Yeah.
guys connect on that certain level.
Are we talking? Okay.
Oh, are we talking about the same one?
Just go.
It was just a morning. I think he was the only one not there, so all 5 of us.
Oh,
we were all
wasn't
there. It was
talking
11
about that
o'clock in
one.
the morning. Layla's chugging. Like
I'm in the
11.
back chugging it.
Yeah.
I thought I. Oh.
And
And it's
so
like
we're
11 in the morning.
Remind you, Zeke's 16. So we're like, okay, Zeke, like get in the driver's seat. He has his permit and everything. Like he knows how to drive.
Yeah.
So, like Zeke, start driving us. So we just start driving, like listening to music. That's pretty much an average day, like us
Yeah.
listening to music and stuff.
Yeah.
And we get to like Mayfair Park area by like the school.
And we're blasting music so
yeah.
loud.
At 11 in the morning?
Yeah.
No, that's not
With a
even.
bunch
In the car.
No, there's
Yeah,
like
we
in the car.
yeah. And Zeke, we're playing. You call her Stephanie. I call her Stephanie.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
man.
Runs a stop
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
And Zeke is like, sees a stop sign and just goes, fuck it. Runs the stop sign.
And a
2
cop.
seconds later, we're getting pulled over by
A cop comes out of nowhere.
Literally, you it was nowhere, and then
Around
We're
the
nowhere
corner.
in sight, and next thing I know, there's sirens. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
Zeke in the driving, Gabby's in the passenger, and then it's me, Layla, and Crash in the back. And
Yeah.
like, you know, we have like the by like
Our feet.
And the cop comes up and asks for Zeke's license, and Zeke's like,
I only got my permit.
he's like, all right, can I have you turn off the vehicle and step outside? and Zeke
And
is-
mind you, we're in the back with these like. And
Yeah,
we're just
so we're
like
shitting our
squirming
pants.
everywhere to cover it.
Yeah.
we had a
and-
blanket though. Like thank
yeah,
God there
so
was
like we got
blanket.
it covered before he came up, like, and so Zeke gets out, he has to put his hands behind his back.
Put him in the
walks-
back of the cop
And we're
car.
all freaking out.
We're all in the
like,
car.
oh,
Yeah,
shit, we're
just-
gonna go to
yeah,
jail.
shit.
Like, this is it.
And
We're gonna lose my car.
yeah,
And
we
then
come back.
Layla's car.
We come back, he tells us what we did wrong, run a stop sign, whatever. And on the back I wrote Layla is cute, but he thought it said something else.
What'd he say?
He,
What do you think he thought it said?
Hey.
Layla is a cunt. And he thought it's like, and we, he said just Layla.
You just gonna let that slide, Layla? Like,
Yeah.
you just let this
But I
shit
said
happen?
Layla's cute. And Zeke drew a bunch of like penises on the back. So he comes up, he tells us, I couldn't help but notice the art on your windshield. And I said, sorry, officer, like we're young, like we're mature, like we think it's funny. And he's like, yeah, I know. and then you ran a stop sign. And I was like, because he was talking to us, he was like in the back of the car, and he was just like kind of giving us this lecture, like how much trouble we can get in. Like he told us a story about like one of his friends like recently dying from that. Not recently, but like, you know, like
From running a stop sign?
yeah. No, like they were
Just,
like
like,
being
messing around and
like
being
reckless while
reckless.
driving.
Yeah.
I also got a ticket for not wearing my seatbelt.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
but and when the cops walking up, I didn't have my seatbelt on, so I like slid it on,
Yeah.
and like so I don't like, cause I knew he'd probably get us for that. And then, yeah, he asked for Layla's registration. We don't know what that looks like.
You don't know
Layla's
that?
like,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I've
I
been
don't
in the
know
same boat
what-
too.
yeah, I don't know the difference.
Yeah, it's not like you don't know where the registration and the insurance and all that is until you actually
so
get
he
pulled
asked
over
me
because
for
you
like the
never go
insurance and the
looking for it.
registration for the vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going through the car looking for it, and we're like, we find a piece. We're like, oh shit, and it was a Target receipt.
Yeah, it's like all wet. And we're like, is this it? He's like, no. And he's like, it's like fine. And Gabby's on TikTok. We're talking to an officer.
Dude,
She's like,
no emotion.
Nah,
was like-
Gabby, are you like, is this kind of just another?
It was just, I was
Just another day.
It was
Yeah.
just nerve wracking.
Oh, okay.
and like he's like on my like side, so he's like, I'm kind of like talking to him the most.
Yeah.
And so like he gives us the lecture, and then I'm texting my mom too. I'm like, Mom, like we got pulled over, and she's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, should I come up there? And I was like, no, like it's fine. But the place is right by a police station,
Yeah.
so like cops drive down there, and we thought he was calling more cops. Like every time we saw
every
someone, I
time
was like,
the cops come down the street, we're like, why does he need backup?
yeah.
Like,
But then they just kept driving.
Yeah.
So yeah, he later tells us like, I'm gonna let you guys go. He writes her and him a ticket for
Zeke for
no seatbelt.
running-
And then
What?
Zeke, did you get a no seatbelt ticket?
Nah.
No,
I got
for-
one for driving while I'm 16, no license, and then I forgot the other
I got
one.
3.
running the
Okay.
stop
Oh yeah,
sign
running the stop
Oh,
sign.
you got one for not having your seatbelt.
and letting someone drive.
him
your car.
Probably
drive
for the
and not
registration.
having my registration and having a Target
Jeez.
Now I gotta
receipt.
go to court.
Yeah. So he can't drive till
play this in
18 now.
court.
You
He
can't
has
drive
to-
till you're
He
18?
has a court date.
God damn. Have you gone to court yet or
Nah,
not?
my court date's March 13th.
March 13th?
Y'all see him there.
Jesus
Y'all hold up if
Christ.
you're trying to support.
What the heck? How about you, Layla? Like any repercussions for you?
Yeah, I have to go to traffic school. And it's I don't know, there was just like a lot of money too.
Oh, the
Yeah.
officer called her dad.
Oh, that's when.
yeah, that was good.
Cause like we
Oh,
thought
then
they
I
were
thought I was
call
gonna go
our
to
parents.
rehab
good.
because I
Yeah.
told my parents about the problem. And then they were gonna send me to rehab, but then I was like, you know what, I'm being dramatic. So then I didn't go.
Yeah. But when Layla had to call her dad, she was like, oh, like he's at work, like he won't answer. And he's like, just try. And he answered like third ring.
Really?
And then Layla just starts crying. Like,
No, that's
we
where
were
she
all like
lost
keeping
it.
our cool, and then like that's when we lost it, cause you know like once you tell your parents that like.
That's it.
Like it's over with.
Right.
My mom was like cool, like my mom like she was a teen once, like she know what happens.
Yeah. You told me about your mom. Like you told me about how you hit a car and your mom was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
go
my mom
check and
helped
see
me.
if it's messed
They were
up.
there
If
for
not,
that.
just
Yeah,
leave.
that was funny.
That was a good
I
one.
told
My
you you were
first,
gonna
like,
crash.
Yeah, like I was like very new to driving, and my parents knew I was a bad driver. And so we go out to where Crash lives, which is in Torrance, and this girl was fucking with her. Like they look not fucking with her, but like they at a softball game, like they were like about to like throw hands basically.
Yeah.
So like we have beef with her,
Okay.
and so we decide one night. Yeah,
So one night we were like, we all went to the beach and then we went skinny. No. We were like, we went to the beach.
well, we weren't like fully naked, but like we went in the water. Like we were having like a cool night. So like
I
yeah,
got
let's go
you.
toilet paper.
Yeah, let's go TP.
I was like, where does this bitch live? Like, well, let's go toilet paper her.
Wait, talking about. So you were at the beach getting naked, and then after that, you decided to go toilet paper someone's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
That's how
y'all
like
some wild.
yeah.
And then, so where she lives, like the street is like really narrow.
And it's a nice neighborhood.
And it's a super nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's dark, it's pitch black, and we're trying to look which house it is. So Maddie's driving, Layla's in the passenger, and I'm in the back, and we're all looking out the window, trying to see
all
what
like-
house it is. We're literally all like
I
this.
forget I'm driving.
I forget she's driving.
Yeah, and then like
All
next
of a
thing you know,
sudden-
the car just like lifts and there's a loud noise.
It hits like the car, because it's a narrow street, so she hits the car.
You hit the car, and the car went up.
Yeah, like a
Yeah, like I felt us
a
like go
parked
up and
car.
like shake back and forth, and I
Oh,
just look
shit.
at Layla. And I'm like, so I like drive off.
She just like
You were
And-
still looking at the house.
Yeah, like we're too busy looking at the house that crashed, and like I start I drove off because I don't know like what to tell them. Like,
Yeah,
I
what
hit
do
your
you do?
car.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, guys, the cops are behind me. Like, I'm so scared. They're like, wait, can we go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, we were like, can we go to Taco Bell? Like, I want to go
"You
on
guys stop at
West
Taco Bell while I'm running from the cops. Like, they're gonna wait for us.
Yeah.
But there was no cops chasing me.
Yeah.
What kind of a car did you hit? Was it a nice one?
It was a Mustang.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice one. It was like my little Toyota Corolla.
Brand new white Mustang.
My dad's car, like, because I didn't have my own car at the time. So I was like, okay, I have to tell someone because we saw the dent on our car.
Yeah.
And it was pretty bad. So I called my mom. And I'm like, Mom, like, I just did a hit and run. She's like, Maddie, what are you talking about? And I was like, our car's fucked up. And she's like, is theirs? Like, I don't know, I didn't see. So we had to drive back around, go slowly by, see if their car was messed up. Layla said it wasn't, like, but we also, like, didn't, like, fully remember which car it was. Like, there was, like,
Yeah,
the
we
same,
didn't
like,
know.
car next to each other.
Yeah.
And, yeah, my mom, like, was just like, Maddie, like, okay, I'll just tell your dad you hit something else, like a pole, or she did. So, like, she took the blame for it, so I wouldn't get in trouble. And, yeah, she was cool with it, though. Like, she wasn't,
Damn. What the hell? Your mom really got your back like that. That's cool.
yeah.
She's the cool one. She's
Awesome.
The girl.
She's everyone's mom.
She's
She's everybody's mom.
pretty much.
I got you. Dang, so it sounds like you guys really kind of have a lot of close run-ins with the law. So like, what goes through your guys' heads whenever something like this
the other
happens?
time.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't go there. Ever
Yeah.
again.
Go away.
Mayfair Park. Everything bad happens on Mayfair.
yeah.
Or if you play
Please don't
Ooh.
mention that place.
Yeah. But so there was one time me, Layla, like Jake and Zeke, we're all chilling at Mayfair Park. Okay, we don't promote whatever. Like it's just whatever. It happened. and Maddie take her shoulder. And then like we're listening to music and we see a car pull up and we're like, it's a cop car because it's right by the police station. Even
No,
my mom
okay,
was like,
so-
you're by the police station. Why would you go
No,
there?
like me and Layla are sitting I was in the driver's seat and then Layla was in the passenger seat and we were just talking and then Zeke and Maddie are like walking around in the park at like 11 o'clock. It's like pitch black. I don't know where they're at, and I see a cop car like behind us, and I'm like, "Oh shit, bro! I don't know what to do." And I put it in drive, and I was about to start driving off, and then he drove past me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Dude.
No, I ran into the driver's seat. Me and Zeke got in the car and just drove. And he didn't follow us. He just wanted
No,
us
but
to
he left. Cause you guys didn't come back to the car until he was gone.
What?
Yeah. No, but then another one came, and he was
That
behind
happened
you.
twice?
Yeah. He was behind you the
Oh,
second
I
time.
remember the first time now. Not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the second time, I got in, and I was scared. Like we had on the car again, and I was just like,
When don't we?
yeah.
No, not anymore. We don't
No,
do that
actually,
no
yeah,
more.
we've been pretty good about
It
it.
was just like
Ever since
the
we got
start.
caught.
Yeah.
No, ever since New Year's.
No, ever since we got caught, that's when it
Yeah.
was like.
That's
yeah,
when
shit,
everyone
no.
stopped.
Don't be
Caught.
stupid.
Like that's when you
Like, we
guys
got
ran the
pulled
red
over.
light.
Well,
That's when
pulled over.
the
Yeah.
That's when you
cops
got pulled
came
over.
2 times.
Because it was
we were
like-
okay, like
so-
how much are we gonna test our luck right now?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Damn.
I feel like
Okay.
it's kind of like a summer thing too. Like like during the summer, you're kind of like, oh shit.
That was definitely in November.
It feels like we don't have anything
October,
better to
too.
do. Like
Yeah.
there's just nothing to do.
We
so
kind of
it's
just realized it now, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like. It's
We're all
kinda
too
weird.
better
Like,
serious.
just do as
Yeah.
much as we
Better
can and
thing.
make the best of it.
I got you. But I mean, I guess you guys kind of got like that whole "I'm still a minor. I don't really like."
We don't think the law applies to us.
consequences
Yeah.
I'm literally
Nah,
like, this cop
I've-
won't do anything. Like, I don't
No,
know.
but every time-
But like,
every
what makes me
time-
think that?
Nah,
Now,
yeah.
every time we think there's a cop like around us, like, we
Anytime I
think
see
every
a
car's
cop,
a cop.
and I think I'm gonna do like an illegal turn or something, I would go straight instead
Yeah.
of if I had to turn right. Like I would
Yeah.
go straight. I would take 20 minutes out of my way because I don't want to get pulled over by the cops.
I got you. So you feel like every time you see a cop, it's kind of like a little
They're coming
rush
for
of
you.
anxiety kind of
Paranoid.
Yeah.
fluctuates over you.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel that. Man, you guys maybe like, I low-key kind of miss my teenage days because like I'm 20 now. And, you know, I mean, you guys kind of got like everything to live up for, you know? Like these are like some
Yeah.
key moments.
Yeah.
But, and I guess like, I mean, I don't want to say like, you know, don't stop having fun because obviously you guys should have all the fun you can because, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I still, you know, I would love to go out and just get with my homies and
Yes,
go
sir.
test my luck with some cops, you know? Like, I've had my couple run-ins with the law. I almost got arrested a couple times, but I don't know, you know? It's like when you get older, it's just, I don't know. For me right now, my life is just kind of centered more around, all right, so how am I going to become a millionaire by the time I'm 30? And just be,
Responsibilities and
It's
yeah.
more like
Yeah.
maturity.
Like,
I think
responsibilities
we
are
all
huge.
realize that like only have a couple months left with everybody. Like they want to go like to Texas for college, and she like wants to go Florida for college too. So like like everyone together. So like we were a little crazy about it, but I think we've definitely mellowed out. But we're still like having fun.
There was a good like 2 months of like November and like October where we just like on a Thursday or a Monday.
On a Monday afternoon right
Every
after
time.
school.
Tuesday afternoons. Always
It goes up.
But we always have the most fun, like Monday through Thursday. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we don't do anything. It's always during the week we're like, oh shit, let's just go do something.
A day in our life is just like they come over to my house after school, and then like Crash eventually comes, and then we go eat. We go to Signal
We
Hill
go
on
to
the
Chick-fil-A
beach.
all the time.
Yeah, Crash is like, who wants Chick-fil-A? She gets everybody Chick-fil-A.
Cause I get my points. I have like 13 free chicken
She has enough for
sandwiches.
13
Really? There you go.
And then we all end up falling asleep. At one
every
point
single
in the day.
day.
And then I
Every
wake
single
up
day.
and go to work. And
We're
we're
still
there
there.
waiting at my house sleeping. And
But
then I
my
come back.
bedtime's 7, so Layla stays
Yeah,
until.
Crash will just be home at 7 o'clock.
So Crash, what the hell did you hit for people to call you Crash?
It was like a nickname from like softball, and there was like, cause my name's Alyssa,
Yeah.
and there was 3 Alyssas on the team, and they were like, all right, this is gonna get confusing, so like, let's make a nickname, and I was like Crash, cause I like Crash a lot.
Like you crash into things, or you like the
Yeah,
Crash
the first
Bandicoot
time I
game?
met her, what's it called? A concussion.
I had a concussion.
Damn,
Yeah, I
for
had a
real?
concussion.
How did that happen?
So I was playing basketball, and there was like this big girl, and I was like going up, and she would literally just like hit me so hard, and I fell straight in the back of the head.
Ooh, on the ground?
Yeah, on the court.
Damn.
Yeah.
What
It was
the hell?
something like that.
Yeah, but we don't ever remember her real name. Cause
Yeah,
we
they
always
just
her
call me
Crash.
Like when we
That
call
was
her
kinda
Alyssa, it's
Crash.
weird.
Well, because we
It just
all played
doesn't fit.
softball together too. Like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
our coaches, they don't call her Alyssa. Like
No.
when her, like she writes her names and stuff, it's Crash.
or
It's
like
Crash.
if we're at a restaurant, they're like, "Okay, what's your name?" I'm like Alyssa. Or
How
like,
about like when you try to apply to a job or put down your
oh,
name
it's
as
it's
official?
Alyssa. It's Alyssa. It's Alyssa.
Okay. Nah, I get it. Cause sometimes I catch myself doing that too. Cause a lot of like I go by Miggy, but my real name is Miguel.
Okay.
And sometimes like just recently I've been filling out a couple of job applications and I put my name as Miggy and I have to like constantly check myself to make sure I don't do that. But I don't know. Like I've always kind of wanted to have a nickname my whole life. You know what I mean? Like is
Yeah.
that kind of something that you guys have always wanted? Like I feel like if you have a nickname, it's like a little bit more people remember you in a certain way.
Well, we kind of have a nickname because our names are long, but it's just a short.
Yeah, like my full name's
version.
Madeline, and I've been called Maddie my whole life.
Madeline, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, my full name's Madeline. It sounds like an old lady, like, so I feel like
Madeline
it's too professional,
Sue.
and everyone just calls me
Madeline
Maddie.
I got you.
And
Yeah,
hers
I
is
like
like
it.
Mine's
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, so nobody wants to just say the full name. So we
Gabrielle.
just say Gabby.
Are you Hispanic? Oh no way. I got you.
Barely.
Yeah, on your mom or your dad's side?
My dad.
Your dad? Oh, same. What's your mom's side?
White.
Same.
Straight up.
Just
wow.
straight up.
I got you. Yeah, no, I'm like half Mexican and then half Hawaiian and white. Like that's why the bigger my smile gets, the smaller my eyes get. Like, so you can barely see my eyes right now. But yeah, no, that's cool.
Layla just sitting there.
Facts.
Literally just straight white.
Yeah.
I got
I got
you.
no
I see those
flavor.
tattoos you got. Like, is there a certain meaning behind the butterflies on your arm or no?
You had a tattoo?
No. I have 3.
I never
Yeah,
knew
she has
that.
one on her
It's
back,
right on her
on
arm.
her neck,
saw that
and then right
before.
here she has butterflies.
Are they all butterflies? No.
What do you have?
Yeah, what are your tattoos?
What's on your neck?
Oh my
A
god.
heart. I got that when I was like 15 or something, 14. I just wanted to see what it felt like, and I was like, just do a small little heart. And then I got the other one when I was like 16. It's a Bible verse.
When you say you got that when you were 14?
Yeah.
Who did it for you?
My mom's friend is a tattoo artist.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't one of those little like big
No.
needles, sticking point type things.
That was a real tattoo.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo, but if I get one, it's gonna be like a whole like
Sleeve.
tribal tattoo. Like I could get one right now. The only reason why I don't have it is because like my parents would be tripping, and I'm still living here. But like my dad lost it when I got my earrings.
Oh shit.
But I was thinking about getting
I
my
remember when
nose
you pulled
pierced
up
as
to work,
well.
you're like,
Yeah.
got my ears pierced. $20 for Talkz.
And I did it myself too. I just went to Walmart and I bought like the cheap little $30 ones. I looked at myself in the mirror and just plopped them in there.
Shit.
I tried to do that. I got my ears pierced, but I hated the piercing they put in, so I wanted to change it. But it was like the first day. So I was trying to change it, and they closed up like right away. So my mom, like, she was there. My mom tried to like re-pierce it, and I almost passed out. I was like,
I was trying to stab you.
We literally kept trying to stab my ear, and nothing went through my ear.
This is the third time I've actually stabbed my ear. The first time I used a regular needle, and I had my friend take like some ice and some salt, rub ice and salt in my ear, and then she took an apple, put it behind my earlobe, took a needle and then punctured it.
I don't get the
I
point
see
of the
that
apple.
movie
Like,
when they
what
did
the?
To like
It's
stop
like,
it.
stop the needle.
Something like that, yeah, so they don't fucking kill me.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
every time that she took the
What?
needle out, it's like it would always close up again. So I had to do that like a couple times, and then the last 2 times was just I just stuck them in. I think this one actually got infected at one point. I remember I noticed it at Walmart because I was helping somebody check stuff out at the cash register, and then I would touch my ear and it was just all bleeding and shit, and I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? But
That's like my biggest fear, like getting something done and then it just getting infected. Like the videos you see like online of it just like swelling. That's my biggest fear, is having something get infected.
you got one ear piercing?
I've had this since I was like born. I
Since
got
before?
a month old, so I just leave it.
I got you.
I never had to do it because I was deathly scared of needles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had my ears pierced when I was a baby.
So you like it's really bad for you to go get shots?
Yeah, I used to, like,
I cried
up until I was like 16. Well, I'm like 17, so like literally last year.
Yeah.
My mom literally had to sit there and like hold me down. There was one time I was like 4 or 5, and I had to get like 2 shots in my thighs. They had every nurse in there like trying to hold me down, so I would
hold you
kick
down.
and I'd be like no, and then they literally had to come in and hold me down.
Fuck. And was it as bad as you thought when you got it or not?
No, I was dramatic when I was younger. I was like, I can't walk. Like my mom was like, but
It's always weird. It's like there's this certain like fear and anxiety of the unknown, but then when you do it, it's actually not as bad.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I realized when I got older.
Like, to be honest, I just realized that yesterday. Because when I go to the gym and I always, like, do squats and stuff, like, I'm always really, like, scared. Like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm about to
Well, you're gonna
squat
drop the weight.
375, you know? Like, this is going to be scary as hell. But then when I do it, it's just not as bad. And even if it is too heavy for me, like, I know how to save myself so I don't die. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Do you guys kind of find yourself finding life lessons unexpectedly?
Pretty much.
You know
Was
what I
he
mean?
drowned?
Yeah.
When we do stupid shit, like after a while, like we'll look back and then be like, how do we even
Like getting pulled
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Like
like,
why?
like
did
in the
you do
moment,
that?
in the moment you're like worried about it, but then like once you like get older and then you look back, it's like, bro, that was
Yeah.
so.
So you guys, so I kind of like to think of it like this. When I was a little kid, I went to Knott's, like Soak City at Knott's Berry Farm, and there's this one slide. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about,
Wanna
but the
go
one where it's
straight
like
down?
straight down. And I remember like,
That shit scared me too.
yeah. So I was a
talk
little
about one
kid, and I think it was called like the toilet bowl. That's like the yellow one that goes around and around.
Oh,
And I would go
yeah.
on that one all the time, but I kept telling my buddies like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go down that big one, that big red one. And I kept telling them that, and then eventually I just got too scared that I wasn't able to do it. And so there's like that moment where I would go to sleep at night, and then as soon as I lay my head on the pillow, I would just be like regretting it. You know what I'm
That's how
saying?
I was.
Yeah.
Back in like elementary school, I hated roller coasters. Like we went to the
You
fourth
and your
grade,
brother were scared of
fourth
roller
grade, like fourth grade field trip to Knott's Berry Farm. You know the log ride?
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't even go on that. 6th grade, we had like a field trip again, and then we had our whole group of friends, and like we had like a leader, like a chaperone, and it was like our friend's brother who was like 20 something.
Yeah.
Talk about his like
And
child.
then, so we get to the Knott's Berry Farm, and I'm like still terrified of rides. Like I couldn't get on anything. And then so they're like forcing me to get on rides, and then what was it, accelerator?
It was accelerated.
That shit's
I love
crazy.
accelerating.
I would still be scared of that
And then
right
my other friend Ben, he's like, all right, let's go on it together. And I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm literally gonna pass out. Like I can't do this. Like physically, I can't.
Mind you, hey, we sat him in the front too.
Yeah,
we had Ben
the
and
very
Jake in the
front.
front, and then me and my other friend were in the back.
And
Like,
so
The back is worse though. The back is the worst.
yeah, so he's like counting it, and then we're like loading back because it comes back and then it shoots off at like 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And then Ben's like holding onto my arm and he starts crying. He's like, oh shit, please don't. And then, so we're going up and then we're all the way at the top and I'm like, bro, this shit's crazy. And then we drop and he's still crying. Dude. And after that, like, I love roller coasters. Yeah, I love roller coasters.
Sir.
So how's that feeling though? Like after you kind of just like you were scared, so shitless,
like-
but then you went on it and then you
Yeah.
got off.
It's like
how does that
adrenaline
feel?
rush.
It's like a sigh of
Yeah.
That's
relief,
just
right?
crazy.
It's like a
Adrenaline
high
rush,
of its
yeah.
own for
Pretty
maybe like
much.
5 or
Talk
10
about this.
minutes.
I think we're all adrenaline junkies here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good shit.
I feel that. Do you guys ever go like cliff jumping?
I'm cliff jump, but we all.
We joke
I
jump
think all
off
of
the
us, we all
jetty.
surf,
Wait, what's
dirt
the
bike,
issue?
Surf,
all
dirt
that
bike.
shit.
Hell yeah.
One time, Crash and I went to Laguna Beach. This gave me crazy adrenaline.
This was crazy.
But yeah, so the waves were
Huge.
big, and so me and Crash got to the water, and I was this dude's body surfing the waves.
Yeah, we're
And I'm
like,
like,
oh, that's not,
they're not even
that's
that big. Like I'm talking shit to him. I'm like, this isn't like
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And next thing we know, these
This
big
no, it was one
ass
wave.
waves.
One wave just came and we just were like
We just
under.
started literally drowning. Like I know,
Yeah.
like you can be dramatic, but
No, we were definitely
actually
drowning.
like there were girls on the beach. They're like, get out of the water. I'm like,
The lifeguard
I'm
had to come.
trying, I can't swim, and you want me to like force myself out of the water. So like we're
was me.
slowly trying to get out. The lifeguard comes over, and by the time
I'm like
standing
struggling.
up,
I'm behind Maddie, and I'm like, Maddie, help me. She
The
keeps
way-
going. Like,
the way
leave
so
me
back
behind.
Wait,
saw her?
so the waves are so big that like they're pulling you in
Yeah, they're
after
like,
they
like,
come
you
out?
try-
And it was like
Just
one
literally
after
back.
another.
Okay.
and like I looked back and I saw Crash. She was like, I saw
I'm
the
struggling.
fear in her eyes. Like she was so scared.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is it. Like I'm
going,
dying
she's
with
like-
Crash right now. And the next thing you know, like I'm basically standing up in the water, and the lifeguard throws her little buoy thing at me, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already standing up.
She's
so
on her
thanks
feet.
for the help, though. Like, and yeah, and we just
Just
got
another
out. We
one.
sat on a rock. And just
We
sat
were
there,
sat there
for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
your heart
dudes
is
next
just
to us
racing.
that were like swimming out of it perfectly fine. He was like, yeah, that was crazy. I was like,
We're gasping for air.
I couldn't breathe for like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like I was like shaking. Like I was like I almost died. What would my like
Yeah.
on like a little private beach in Laguna?
Yeah.
Like,
So you would consider that like a near-death experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Has
That's
anybody else
crazy.
kind of experienced something like that?
I went in Hawaii. Like,
In Hawaii?
Surfing when I was like 13. Just got pulled out of the ocean, and then because the current's strong out there, so it'll just suck you out. So we were just out there, we were surfing and stuff, and then I just got sucked out. I think I was like probably like a good mile out,
Yeah.
and then finally,
Mile?
the lifeguard came out on the boat and finally got me. I swear, it was crazy.
So they got waves in Hawaii that are a mile out from the shore.
Yeah, like
What?
maybe like 3 miles out, like Third Reef. It's
And those
crazy.
waves, they get big too, huh? Like how big? Like if you're looking at, like this house is
I don't
one
even go
story.
anymore.
How many stories are we talking?
Shit, like honestly, on like a really good swell, it can get up to like 50 feet,
50
like
feet.
30-foot faces. Yeah,
Jeez.
So
50
what,
feet is
like
like-
5
Probably
stories.
like 5.
yeah,
Five
probably
stories.
5 stories.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
It gets intense out there.
Yeah.
And like when, because I know when waves swell up, there's a lot less water at the bottom.
Mhm.
So when you get onto like a wave like that,
And you
can
just
you see the bottom of the ocean floor?
You can see the coral. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all coral out there. So
And
as
coral,
soon as
like
you
that's
hit-
that hard stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
like
hit
the
the reef,
reef.
your
Yeah.
heart get scratched up and shit.
You get fucked up doing that.
Hell
Guys,
Damn.
we should
Yeah, at the
not go
wedge
to
too.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
up in
that's what I'm
Newport.
thinking.
Oh yeah, we were at the wedge one
Yeah.
time, and then it was like June or something, and there was like a record like a couple weeks after we went, were like 20-foot plus waves there, and it's like short break, so that means like you're talking about like 10-foot, 12-foot waves on like a foot of like water that you have to like save yourself with, and then
Yeah.
so he didn't want to go in the water because it was too cold, and then I was just out there by myself, and then I ride a board with no leash because it's the wedge, like, and if you have a leash, it's tied around your foot, and like you can
Like-
bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have one, so every time I like let go of my board, it'd wash all the way up to shore, so I'd just be out there without a board.
How come you didn't have a leash?
I mean, there's really no point because you're like 20 feet away from the shore.
Yeah, so it's
but-
gonna wash
You're
it.
gonna,
Yeah.
you're gonna fall regardless on shore break,
Okay.
basically.
And so, anyways, I'm just like chilling out there, and then there's like this big fat ass set that just comes in. It's like 13 feet, and like I'm just trying to like struggle for my life, like go under the waves so I don't get like caught on the inside where it just like slams on my back.
What do you mean go under the waves? Like you're saying you're paddling out to
Yeah,
the
and then
wave,
go like
and it starts to come.
Yeah,
okay.
like that. And then so I'm out there, and I'm just like kind of tired, and I start paddling in because I want to get my board. And like as I'm going in, another big ass set comes in, and then Zeke's like, Jake, look, and I turn around, dude, this
I
shit
just saw a 16-foot wave.
like fat,
big.
yeah, like fat wave, and then I'm like struggling for my life, and I can't even touch the bottom, so I'm just like paddling as hard as I could, and I'm gassed. I'm so gassed. I'm so tired, like I could barely keep my head above the water, and I just
Wait,
keep
where
getting
is this?
the wedge. You can look for it.
You gotta put the mask on and tell the rest of the story.
Oh, shit.
What?
That's so
And
scary.
then so,
It's scarier at night.
and so I'm on the inside, and then I start laughing so hard. Hold on, I gotta
Stop, don't look. Why are you laughing about you drawing?
What the?
Alright. So Zeke is like laughing, taking videos of me on the shore, and so I start laughing, and I'm like struggling for my life to go in. And then, like, I get on the shore and I get like slammed and I'm like dragged all the way up on the beach. And then so like an hour later, because his mom went to back all the way back to his house like an hour away to get his wetsuit.
Yeah.
And then so I was already like gassed and I didn't want to surf anymore. So we go like a couple streets down to like some random like surf spot, and then he goes out there with no leash, and then
Yeah.
he's like surfing, and then he's like 80 feet out.
Yeah,
and
my
then,
first wave,
yeah, and
I
he
fell.
loses. Yeah.
The current was so strong. It was just pulled me all the way, like all the way down the coast, past 2 buoys and
Yeah.
shit. And I finally swam in, but I think the wetsuit helped too, because it helps you like float. If I
Yeah.
had no wetsuit, I would have been fucked.
Damn.
Straight up drowned.
He like floated like a mile down the beach. I was like, dude.
What the heck? Damn,
Yeah.
bro. Well, hey, man, I'm happy you're still here. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, so I got a question for each one of you, and, like, you guys can answer it individually, but, like, what's the plots for the next 5 years? Like, where you guys see each other in 5, like, where you guys are going to be at in 5 years? Whoever wants to go first.
So, my goal is we've been talking about moving to Texas.
Yeah.
So that's my final goal. Just go to college and graduate and get a good job.
Do you know what kind of career you want to have?
Not really. Probably.
That's
I
okay.
really want to work with kids. Something with kids. That's all. That's like my big goal.
Respect. I got you. How about you, bro?
I mean, graduate high school first.
You got 2 years until you graduate,
Yeah.
so.
And then, I mean, look for a college in California. I'm not trying to look for out of state or anything. I mean, I'm trying to get into the medical field, like a nurse.
Okay.
Maybe go to med school. I don't know yet. I'm only 16, so I don't even know what I want yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but something to do with like medical. So you want to save
definitely.
lives.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Maybe you should look into being like an EMT
Oh,
or maybe like a
right?
firefighter, bro. Firefighters are badass.
Yeah,
If I
I get
could,
you.
I would become a
get
firefighter,
you.
bro. That's hard. How you, bro?
That's what I'm trying to do. As soon as I'm 18, I got a job hooked up with my uncle in Hawaii. He's gonna get into like being a firefighter and stuff.
So, are you Hawaiian?
Mm-hmm.
Like full on Hawaiian? Half Hawaiian? How often do you go to Hawaii?
Like, I haven't gone in a while because of the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
But I went like 2 times in the last 2 years. Still go once a year.
Dang, bro.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going.
We're going
Yeah,
to
they're all going on the
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
We can't go though, we're 16.
You don't even got a permit, dog.
Damn, bro. What the hell? That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We're going in the summer.
That's like our senior, because like we didn't get a senior year. So,
Yeah.
like we made it like kind of like our.
You guys are all gonna go to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you guys gonna like go fishing or surfing or
We're gonna go
just chilling?
snorkeling,
Yeah,
Snorkeling.
we're gonna
Snorkeling.
go to the
Probably
lab.
gonna every night.
hikes,
Yeah.
drink
I
every
can
night.
like that.
Damn, bro.
Damn, for sure. All right, Maddie, what about you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
We're gonna Walmart.
Walmart.
Walmart. Keep
Nah, get out of
Walmart.
Walmart. Matter of fact, you know
Manager.
I got an interview today with Crunch.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going back to Walmart. I don't care who
fuck
says it. I'm not going back. Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it until I
Fuck
like
Walmart.
do find something else I want to do. But I do plan on going to Cerritos and do their dental hygiene program. And then like while I'm going there, I want to like try to get a job like in a dental hygienist's office, like being like a receptionist or something, so I can kind of get like the feel. And you can even do like dental assisting, like you just have to get like a certificate. So
Yeah.
I plan on like getting started on that, and then after 2 years
Dentist.
I want to start like my career, and then maybe like go back to like become a dentist, but I have to go back to school for that.
So it's definitely like something in the teeth.
Yeah.
I got you. And like why in the teeth? Because I know like they make bank.
Yeah, but
Ginger
I
You
literally
know what I
looked up
mean?
like what job can I do, like
She wants to keep
shortest amount of time in
To
school,
secure the
but like
bag.
like get a
Like
decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Like orthodontist.
Yeah.
No, I would like to be an orthodontist. I do like kind of want to like go work into like dental because like my mom's like that's gross. Like I don't really get disgusted like by that. Like I think it's like satisfying to like clean teeth and like.
I mean, if you do it for kids, then I guess. But
Nah,
if it's like
I'd rather do like older because I don't want to like deal with the kids crying about. You know, every kid cries about the dentist, and I'm like
Yeah, I
dealing
hate
with
the
that.
dentist.
I never did.
nobody likes
That's
it.
my favorite
Not
job.
even
I
opening.
love the dentist.
Fucking
when I was
animal.
younger.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nah, I respect that. Yeah, like I could definitely see you as someone that works in the dental field. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because you just told me, but like, I don't know, that looks like you would work there. I got you. How about you, Crash? What's in the next 5 years?
Probably graduate college, maybe play softball in college. Who knows?
Do you know what you want to major in?
Yeah, communications. Probably something in like advertising. And
Really?
then- yeah.
Damn, I could probably use your help then. Get this thing rolling.
And then just probably have like a good stable job and like support myself financially.
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Last but not least.
First, I need to get all my credits to graduate high school. And then I want to move with Gabby and major in criminal justice, but I don't think I'm going to do a job in that. I just want to major in it. And then I'm going to go to flight attendant school. and become
Flight
a
attendant school.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yes,
my
sir.
mom wanted to do that.
Get free flights.
exactly. And travel.
Yeah.
But don't you
Yeah.
want to like stay in the airport?
They book you with the nice hotels. like-
Yeah, I think they do. Like, you get free hotels.
Yeah.
You can just fly
Me and
whenever.
Scream is a flight attendant. She
Yeah.
makes bank
Yes,
too.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it takes to become a flight attendant? Like, how many years of school or
I
anything
really don't
like
think it's
that?
that long.
I think it's like a year, maybe.
I think it's just like a program that you do.
Yeah.
Just a program?
Yeah,
I
like.
don't think it's
Well, you just have to know how to like give people
snacks.
snacks and open the emergency door.
You got everything about it, like, know how to fly a plane.
Like a flight attendant, like the person who like walks down the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you
You go to
want
school for
Coke,
that?
you want Pepsi.
You have to learn everything about a plane.
Yeah.
Damn.
And maybe, like, I don't know if the pilot and co-pilot tend to pass out at some point. I think you gotta, like, fly the plane
Yeah,
again.
that's what I was thinking.
And that
Yeah.
takes a lot of
I think you gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, respect.
Only
Dang.
go on flights that
My
Layla's
grandpa
working.
built one. I'm gonna have him teach me how to fly.
Hell yeah.
Sir.
Well, hey, guys, tell you what, man. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to come on the show. You know, like, this is
Yeah,
great.
sure,
I appreciate
sure,
you. Thank you, Maddie, for making this all happen.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
Maddie.
Maddie. I was like, hey, you want to come on my show? She goes, yeah, let me bring all my friends. Like, oh, this is perfect. Because this is episode number 30. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that we start off the next decade of videos with something like, you know, it's unique and it's a bang.
Yes.
And, yeah,
There we
we're
go.
making that happen.
Personalities.
Hell yeah.
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 Yeah, definitely. It's nice meeting you guys too, man. Like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
great.
Thank you for
Like, you know,
having
this is
us.
lit. And you guys are definitely young. You're making me feel like I'm old as hell. But like, I guess my advice to you guys, if I could give some advice, is you know, just always stay positive. You know,
Yeah.
especially like in a world like this, it'll bring you down. And I remember like being your age, like depression was a really big issue that I had to deal with. And you know, if anything, looking back on it, like if it wasn't for those low moments that I had in my life, I wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get you.
So you just gotta,
Definitely
you
a lot
know,
of lows.
you're gonna have the highs, you're gonna have the lows. Stick out the lows. Don't mask the pain. Handle it. You guys are gonna be a-okay.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day.